guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome back to my channel. It's just me, Bree. Today's topic that I want to go over is basically about finding a title or escrow company dealing with wholesale. So before I start this video, I just want to mention and say that make sure in whatever state you live in that wholesaling is legal, because wholesaling is not legal in every state. And also, you cannot just send out your wholesale deal to any or all title, escrow, closing companies, because not all of them deal with wholesaling. So make sure you check and you look over and you contact the closing or the title escrow company before you decide to send over your deal or send your seller over there. It just makes you look more professional. You know what you're doing, who you're working with, and basically you can have a smooth closing and get your money quicker. So just keep that in mind. My little notebook here, and I do have all of my stuff written on here so I don't miss anything in this video. I just want it to be quick and simple and straight to the point. Basically, this question came about because I had someone who I originally JV'd with on a deal over in Las Vegas, and she's still fairly new. She was asking me how and where do you find an escrow company that closes on wholesale deals. So the first thing that I did when I started wholesaling over in Las Vegas, I actually just went on Google and typed in closing escrow companies in Las Vegas, and I just gathered like several of them up, and I just sent a basic email to not any specific title officer or escrow officer in their company. I just picked like a person, because they're all going to work under the same rules and regulations. They know whether their company accepts wholesaling deals or not. So I just sent a basic email basically saying, I have a wholesale deal. I'm a new investor in this area, and I was looking for an escrow company that will close on my wholesale deal. Are you open to doing that? Does this title closing company do this? Then my second question within the email was, what do you consider a double closing? I have a contract with the seller, and then I have an assignment contract with the actual buyer. So would you consider that a double closing? Because that's something that I really want to avoid. I don't want to have a double closing. It's a pain in the butt. It's more money, and it kind of like deters buyers. Like, it's just not a good look. So that was the second question. And then the third question I asked was, can you send me a sample estimate of what your typical costs are on closing on a property, cash and with a hard money loan or loan, whatever you want to call it. So at the time, I think I had a property under contract for about $216,000, and maybe I think it was like $216,550, and I basically just sent that number over to all of them to see what their cost would be, what their breakdown was, and basically get like a better idea of what I was working with. So eventually I just stored their information, and then I had a second thought come to me. And I'm not like seasoned. I just started investing in 2018, and we're in 2020 now, the beginning of the new year, and I started late in 2018, and I was in school to get my license to be a licensed real estate agent over in Las Vegas. I think I started my classes in like the beginning of 2018. Yeah, I think the beginning of 2018, and I finished school, I got my certificate, and I did not pay any of my dues and my fees to actually go and get licensed until way, way later. I ended up officially being a real estate agent last year, and I want to say August of 2019. So it was like a long stretch. Like, I just missed my cutoff to where I was going to have to go and retest and do all of that and pay more money. That's all it meant. So basically, I'm not like seasoned. I'm not, I don't know everything. It's still a learning process, and I just record it, but I just try to post things to make it easier for other people so they don't have to go through the mistakes and all the hassle that I went through when I was just trying to find like simple information to just keep propelling in my wholesaling career and investing side on real estate. So Another thought that I had after I sent out the email to all of the escrow companies, I said, hey, I'm part of the Las Vegas Real Estate Investors Club on Facebook, so why don't I just go on there, create a post, and ask other investors for recommendations or referrals to the closing or escrow companies that they use for their wholesale deals? Duh. Yeah. So I ended up doing that afterwards, and that's how I actually found my closing and title person over in Las Vegas. It was through the investing website on Facebook, the group. So I highly suggest that you do that first. I would have just did that first, but I really was like in a rush and I wasn't thinking. So just to summarize on this video, my peeps, and yes, I do have kids, so I'm sure you're gonna hear the little TV show in the background. Basically, to find a title escrow company for your wholesale deal, go to Google search, look within your area, write up a basic email, ask if they will close on a wholesale deal first and foremost. Second, ask them what they consider a double close so you can just avoid that and make your transaction smoother. Third, ask them for a sample estimate of, just give them a random price and just see if they can send you over an estimate and a breakdown of all their prices and their fees so that you can see what you're working with and have an idea when you're working with your investor buyer, whatever you're doing, and you guys can kind of get your numbers better and make sure that your deal is actually going to work and it's legit. If you guys have any questions, email me, hit me up on Instagram. You can even hit me up on my business page on Facebook. I'll leave everything in the description box below. But I hope this video plugged you in with some information and can help you move further in your wholesaling and investing career period in real estate. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I'm open to it. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.